I do think Lightspeed stock is a buy in 2023 as long as it sustains its uptrend, which could be a sign of reversal in fortunes for the stock. Surely it has a very difficult last year, but with over 25% gain this year, it might be an indication for potential uptrend for the stock. Historically, Canadian stocks have performed well during January and TSX is up about 6% so far year to date. It remains to be seen whether the market has experienced a January effect in 2023 or whether there is a new wave of optimism that may lift TSX and Lightspeed stock further during the remainder of the year. Macro level drivers may lift Lightspeed to possible uptrend this year, whereas last year's wave of investor pessimism could get reversed, leading to a more stable emotions and sentiments in 2023, at least for this stock. In spite of all this optimism, as an investor, you need to keep an eye on valuation metrics for the stock going forward. No doubt, last year was a tough year for Lightspeed or stocks in general, as there is monetary tightening being done by central banks, after effects of pandemic and a war going on in Europe. Today on the day of recording, Lightspeed is up over 6.5%, whereas year to date, which is practically month of January, the stock has appreciated by over 25%. Now when you look at its 1 year performance, stock is down over 33%, but taking a long-term view, Lightspeed is up 29%, which is not a huge upside. I believe the biggest culprit is the huge value destruction we saw in 2022 when its stock price just went off the cliff. Lightspeed is a high growth stock that has the capability to turn profitable in the future. It's worth mentioning that the company intends to complete integration of its prior acquisition into one company this year. If successful, this will reduce organization complexity, cut cost, and potentially improve customer experience globally. Their goal is to drive adoption of their payment gateway across existing customers, which could be the key revenue and earning growth driver in 2023. Consequently, its stock could witness an uptrend in this year going forward, provided Lightspeed can show a clear path towards positive adjusted EBITDA during the year. Lightspeed has been a constant loss-making entity throughout its history, but investors are hopeful that this trend will be broken at least this year. Clearly, operating losses appear to be stabilizing lately, which is a very promising sign. But the worry is, with GDP contraction possibly coming in US and Canada later this year, there is an expectation that road to profitability for Lightspeed might get a little more complicated. With fundamental changes in macroeconomic environment, Fed tightening its monetary policy to tame record high inflation, major layoffs announced recently by big tech companies, or talk of possible recession this year are going to have a negative impact on the company and its finances. Therefore, be mindful as this growth story may not be an ideal investment for everybody, but I do have exposure in this stock just as a disclosure. But that is me, I might be wrong. Do your own due diligence before investing based on your risk tolerance. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Please consult one before investing based on your personal financial situation. If you like the content that I make, please help me and my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing to it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.